to Everyday Kentucky. A 3-day bike and bourbon festival is starting this Friday at the Kentucky Horse Park.
And joining us with details on Bourbon Burn is co-founder and the route director, Austin Render. Good morning to you, and thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Jim, Martina. How are you?
Good. So, Austin, this is the 5th year of Bourbon Burn. So, for those who are not familiar with it, tell us more about it.
Sure. So, the Bourbon Burn is a 3-day bike tour and bourbon festival. It takes place out at the Kentucky Horse Park campground. And for 3 days, we welcome folks from nearly all 50 states, plus Canada, Sweden, Australia this year. And during the day, it's a bike tour. So they bike to the bourbon distilleries throughout central Kentucky. They get to see how it's made and where it's made. But then each evening, we have a bourbon festival there at the horse park. And that's where they get to do tastings. There's live music, there's food, there's camping, a little bit of something for everybody.
Now, does that take place out of the campground? Is that where that part of the festival is located?
That's correct. Yeah, we kind of take over a big portion of the campground. We've got folks camping, we've got folks staying in RVs. Some of them are shuttling back and forth from local hotel partners. We really kind of take over that space and turn it into our bourbon base camp, we call it.
Yeah, so it's not a booze cruise, right? This really involves a lot of the community and the distilleries in this community. So what are some of the stops that people will experience on the way?
Exactly. So the riding kicks off on Friday morning, September 30th, and they actually head up to Bourbon County, the namesake of our native spirit. Ironically, there's only one bourbon distillery there in Paris, and that's Hartfield and Company. On Saturday, they actually go right through Georgetown, eventually making their way over to Frankfort. They hit Bourbon 30 Distillery. The longer distance riders also get to see Buffalo Trace. And then those folks that are adventurous enough to put in over 110 miles are going all the way over to Three Boys Farm Distillery before circling back to the Kentucky Horse Park. And then on Sunday, Midway is the main town we'll be passing through, which has the new and yet to open to the public, the new home to bluegrass distillers at Elkwood Farm. And then some of the longer distance riders are making their way over to Millville, where they will hit Castle and Key Distillery and Glens Creek Distillery as well.
And everybody doesn't have to go on the full adventure, do they? I mean, they can choose if they want short, medium, long, however, right?
Exactly. We like to have options for everybody, just like how everyone likes their bourbon a little bit differently. Some folks like longer rides, some like a shorter ride. So there's a short, medium, and long route every day, anywhere from about 25 miles up to over 100 miles. Each day begins and ends at the Kentucky Horse Park. So let's say you're riding with one of your friends. One of you can do the short one of you can do the long one. You'll end up at the same spot at the end of the day. And those folks that are doing a shorter route, sometimes they just like the scenic ride, and then they get back, grab a shower, grab some lunch, and then they hop in their car and go visit some of the other nearby distilleries.
Now, you're sold out this year, so it's showing the increase in popularity of this event. But if people wanted to get on next year, how early do they need to sign up?
Well, we typically open registration around the beginning of the year, and it does sell out pretty quickly. We've become a Bike It list event for a lot of folks. So like I said, we've got over 1,000 riders this year from all over the country. So watch for registration to go live around the beginning of the year.
All right, we appreciate you so very much. It sounds like a great time, and I'm sure all the folks that are already registered and ready to go, they're going to have a wonderful, good time with you all. We appreciate you being with us.
Thank you. Appreciate you.